Yeah, baby. Rock and roll. We're on. We're beers on.
Fancy Froffy Friday.
It's Froffy time. Let's crack these bad boys.
Let's get this. Was it mukbang?
Let's get a mukbang going on there. So, can you crack that for us? Now we've gone to.
What else do you want me to do?
We've got a request.
You want to
explain the request?
Hold your bloody ding while you take a whiz as well.
You want to get that request? Tell them about this request while we're going with the Crispies.
Oh yeah,
I had a request, you know.
Yeah, so we had on Facebook. I'll get it up. I'll get my man's name. I can't remember his name, but he requested that we review the Great Northern. He said original, but we compromised and went with the Super Crisp, just because we had it kind of lurking in our fridge. And that's kind of what happens, you know. If you love a Super Crisp, I guess the only issue with the Super Crisp, and issue for some, good for others, is it's a mid-strength. So how much weight does that hold when evaluating beers? If you're looking to get, and we don't condone that sort of stuff, but if you like your frothies and you're looking to get, drunk, the middies are, kind of mid-strength. You have to have a 4,000 of them to get drunk. So
right, cheers to
I'm
you.
thinking sessionability is going to be very high for Super Crisp.
And I don't condone lights either. Light beers.
That's what I was just saying. That has to be taken into account.
So this is the light, yeah?
Mid, isn't it?
Sorry, mid. Super Crisp, Great Northern, low bitterness. Bad start for mine.
You don't like that? Let's take away the fact that if you didn't know if it was a midi, what are your thoughts on the just a straight down the line sip?
Maybe that's one that you can really evolve into, but I do see a lot of people knocking these days. People love them, but
I love it. That's it's light. It's very light on the. It's not like Cooper's last week. That was it's just a heavy taste. I guess because it's a midi, it's probably light, isn't it? That's probably why it's so light. You're not a fan?
Not at the start. No, maybe it's because it's I don't know. We just did a gym session. Maybe that's
you're
why.
just a gym animal now. You're not a frothy man.
So I don't know. The one coming up next later, I think I might be able to get down pretty well.
You're biased. I think you're a bit biased here.
Oh, well, no sponsors. We're not sponsored by anyone, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, okay. We'll keep hitting that.
We won't just review it now, but that's just Super Crisp.
No,
I'm really enjoying my first sip.
Well, I'll let them know what we're running today. You want to get us up on Insta.
Oh, yeah,
that's where the people come from.
Yep.
We got a big one today. We're going to call in a special guest, a racing expert, Josh McGuinness, formerly of the what was his fucking podcast called?
All the Gear, No Idea.
All the Gear, No Idea. He did a podcast all about sports, and a lot about racing, and it's definitely race season. We've got was it the Guineas last week, or is the Guineas Caulfield Cup? Can someone? We'll have to ask Josh that as well, but. We look. If I got more room on my side than you do, can you hold your hand out here? Is that what I'm seeing? Maybe you can't. What do you think? Almost half.
I have pretty big shoulders. That's probably
that could be it. But I'm lurking over to your side. I don't think that looks like a halfway job at all. But that's it. We'll fire that bloke.
I also don't want to be that guy, but I think we've got the wrong backdrops up today. This is Friday's meant to be the pink and you've got the Monday.
All right.
I was going to tell him before.
He's really done us in, this guy. All right, hang on. Let's see what we can do here.
We've got the.
Bear with us.
This guy thinks it's Weekend Warriors.
Bear with us.
There we go. We're back. This is what it's about. See, I want to have look at this. I look exactly like my little character there. I've got the hat on.
You do.
Let's have a look at you're right there too with the long. That's great.
Find the hair out.
We're looking the exact same. That's so good.
Rock and roll. But yeah, so we got a big one today. We're going to call in Jed. So we're going to get some Caulfield news. It's spring carnival time. If you like the races, that'll be good, intriguing stuff for you.
I don't want to be that guy, but I think
a lot of people don't like the races. It is the best time of year for some people, but a lot of people, you know what? And we respect it all. People say nut to the cup. There's a lot of nut to the cups out there, and you know what? I respect that as well. You know what I mean? You can't please everyone in this life, can you? So
nah.
We do like the races. We're not full we love going when we're having a bit of fun, a day out with the mates, get suited up and stuff. But when it comes to the controversies, that's not for us. So.
No, we just want to, life's all about having fun. That's what life's about.
Yeah, that's it. It's short, and that's it. There's always something going on. So we got that car happening. We got Joshy calling. We've got, and we think we're going to have actually his face, so you can see he's scone for once. that little kid.
That little kid. What do you call him again?
No, we won't get into that. We won't disrespect him before the. But then we got a few. One's got to go. One's got to go. Do you know what it's going to be? Just for people at home?
A little bit of a soft drink. One's got to go. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, lemonade.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah.
So just straight down the line. And it could be like, what do you mix it with? You could go down the alcohol route. Like, do you mix with Coke? Do you mix it with Pepsi? Like vodka and Coke, or are you doing vodka and Coke? Probably not. Jim Beam and Coke, definitely.
Vodka Coke. People do vodka Coke. Yeah. Jim Beam.
In
Coke,
the comments,
obviously.
let us know. We're up on
more like a vodka lemonade, and in your vodka. Yeah. So, but what else we got? We got. I've got only one little bit of news today. I've been a bit slow with the news, which is good and bad. But this news is big. You might have heard it regarding the Duck, Wayne Cary. He's over again. Our mate, the Duck, our boy, the Duck. We're going to try to get him on. He's
got the pod running. Maybe it was just a bit of a tactic to get his pod flying.
Probably.
So
because he doesn't, he's not. They sacked him off those other ones. But we love Wayne. But yeah, he's come out with a bit of controversy again. So as he does.
There's also
he loves it.
Footy news that Jack Ginnivan. They reckon he might have. We might have to. Were you able to get stuff up on the internet? Or was that a bit much?
For sure.
We might dive into that a bit later too.
Because he's confirmed Hawk.
He's a confirmed Hawk, and there's rumours going around. If anyone's seen the video, rumours he might have sent it out, but then you haven't seen the vid.
No. What's the vid? What's he done?
If anyone's seen the vid, it's
controversial.
One of his teammates in the bathroom with his missus and in like the stall. You haven't seen that?
Nah. Is it like public news, or is this just floating around like facey chat groups and stuff?
No, the video's out there.
Really? So is he doing something bad?
I'll send it to you so you can see it, and then you can chat on it as well.
Oh yeah, you let me watch it. We won't put it up on the screen.
You won't be allowed to watch it.
Okay, we'll get into that too. We got a big one today. We better start flying. All right. So what are we starting with here?
Well, I reckon while we have a few more sips of this, we just go straight into your one's got to go. Oh, we have to go on fishing. This is my new favourite segment of the whole show. I love going fishing. We've caught a few fish from Monday. It's the best thing ever. I love it. And if you don't know, going fishing is. We'll chuck this up on the socials. We're going to be the most hated
people on podcasts.
No, I don't think so. I think it's funny. People get around us because then what's going to happen? We want to rally around everyone, like all our community. We want them to run around. So when we go fishing, people are going to know.
That's it.
And they can come at the people. Just like,
and we should put a disclaimer that the reason we're doing this is for the, obviously for the lols, but just to show the TikToks and the YouTubes and comment sections on line is a very toxic place, isn't it? There's never good comments. You barely. We did get one good guy who was like, "Oh, you're probably wrong on that info or something," and he was nice about it. But most of it's just, "You shit, stay to your day job." This. But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. This is my favorite segment. So, but we'll go. One's got to go while we knock back a few more froffies.
That's it, and I'll get Joshy lined up while you start talking about that.
So it's Coke. So one's got to go. I'll set us up. One's got to go. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, lemonade. Okay, and while you're setting that up, I'm going to say Coca-Cola is a staple. Whoa, are we still on?
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. So Coca-Cola is a staple for me anyway. So I would go. That's probably my number one. Like if I'm going to get a soft drink, you're probably going Coca-Cola. Maybe now you're going your Coke no sugar, but it's definitely the Coca-Cola sort of brand. So I'm 100% keeping Coca-Cola within the one's got to go. Then Pepsi is where you might lose me because out of the two, they're very similar. But Pepsi just...
So we're going Coke down the line here, not Coke no sugar, just Coke down the line.
Down the line, whatever it is, yeah. So I love it. But this is all your high sugar intake sort of stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and you know what?
You like Pepsi?
I like a Pepsi. I don't know why. I don't know why. I know it's it's a bit phased out.
It's the one issue with KFC, I think.
That's I'm thinking it's the one thing about KFC that kind of makes it stand out a bit. Like if I'm thinking about having Macca's, or I'm having some Hungry Jacks or something, you're like, all right, it's going to be a Coke, no sugar. It's going to be a Coke. It's going to be whatever. And then sometimes you're just like, something a bit different. That Pepsi hit might be a nice little change up. And I do like the taste of Pepsi. So, yeah, and I think there's one here that's pretty easy that's definitely, besides in alcohol, man, if you're knocking down a lemonade with no alcohol in it, there's something wrong. You say it's refreshing. It is just an absolute... You may as well have water with a few bubbles in it. Unbelievable. That's for kids.
You're an idiot. Nah, for me, I'm keeping lemonade. I love myself some lemonade. And let us know in the comments if you are live in the chat. Well, when you've got one live watcher, it's hard to get comments though. Where is everyone?
What are they doing on a Friday Arvo? Come on.
And we're building. And if you have been subscribed lately and you're liking the content, thanks for that. We're up to 166.
The subscribers
167 subscribed.
That's it.
But yeah, so for me, lemonade. So it'd be Coca-Cola 1, lemonade number 2, Pepsi. Well down the list. I wouldn't
Real bad.
Yeah, that's. I don't know what it is. It's just not for me, unfortunately. PepsiCo, lift your game.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, nah. So as I said before, I think I like the change up. I think Coke. I don't know, maybe because Coke is the staple that you get it everywhere. Sometimes I get a bit over Coke, to be honest. Obviously, when the Coke no sugars come in, I do like the idea of if that is cutting calories, whatever they've put in that stuff. But something about Pepsi, I think it's a good change.
You like it? Okay.
And lemonade, I do like with vodka and stuff.
Well, you have to. That's something you have to decide.
For sure. No, I'd just give me a soda. I might as well have a soda water. Same shit, to be honest. So I'm definitely getting rid of lemonade. Coke's a staple, but I think Pepsi gets a bit hard done by. And Pepsi in a glass bottle.
Delish.
Cannot beat it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, refreshing, and I'm a big fan. And they do Pepsi freezers at KFC. You know what? If you want to save money, I'm telling you, get a Pepsi freeze from KFC. It's like $1.
What's a Pepsi freeze?
It's just a frozen Pepsi, but it's like this big. See, it's legit. It's big. It's like a large. It's like a large Coke from Macca's, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But it's $1, and you get your money's worth. And shit, it goes down well with the kernel. So, but we're not eating that stuff anymore because we're trying to lose all these.
Some keggages, you reckon?
We're trying to lose the kegs because it's race season and I can't fit into my suit.
Well, you got 1 week. 1 week today. Next week. Oh, and
yeah, that's it. Anyone got tickets for the Caulfield tomorrow? Let us know. I'm happy to slide that week up to this week and
get on the Froffies. No, you need a week off. We got, and just so if you are watching next week, Jordan Sanderson's in, local businessman, legend, drifter. Do they call him Drifter?
Yeah, we'll get up a few of his videos.
Yeah, he does some cool stuff at Killer Park.
See what he knows.
What's that Killer Park?
We won't dox him, but unless he wants us to.
What do you mean? He's going to be here.
Oh, that's true, but yeah, I don't know. Is he whatever he does? Like he goes to a certain raceway, does he?
Oh yeah, just the one down the road.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, well then that's what ourselves. And that's right. We don't want them to know where we are because they'll be coming after us soon after these. So let's see if I can get Joshy McGuinness up here. But let us know in the comments. One's got to go. Who are you taking?
Yeah, lemonade. What was it? Lemonade, Coke, and Pepsi. Here we go.
All right, let's see.
We're calling him in. Ring, ring. We've got the whole. It's all happening here.
And then we can hopefully.
And we'll get him on the screen as well. But while we do that, if you do looking for a subscribe, look no further than the boys.
Is he going to pick up or is he working? That is a.
Did he message you back?
No.
Oh,
he did at one stage saying, yeah, call in, but then I said, give me 5, and then I never got back for him. So
okay,
that's all right.
Well, we can. If he doesn't, we'll go straight.
Call failed, so we won't worry about that one for now. But that's okay. That's why we long form.
So I reckon we go straight into
review. Yeah, let's review this trash.
Beers review. So maybe talk him through the tawny. And I know we probably haven't done it, but have you got the tawny?
Nah,
bracket up.
I'm unprepared.
He's unprepared. I knew it.
I didn't. I got your thing sorted yesterday, your backdrops and stuff like that, and it really threw me out. So I'll have it sorted next week. But we had the beer bracket. Obviously, we had Cooper's off versus.
Yeah.
Who was the versing? I've forgotten.
Corona
smashed it, and then now that's gone through. So today we've got Super Crisp, Great Northern as requested, and Melbourne Bitters coming out later.
Yes, Melbourne Bitters. This would be like 2 high seeds, I think. Because I reckon Great Northern would be up there for a lot of people's Froffies. that sort of thing. And so we've got taste, sessionability, branding, price. So we'll get the price up, and but maybe a little bit of review. And do you want to review the taste? Do you want me to review while we're here?
So you give your review. I've got mine down. I'm not. I know people riding for it. But.
I do. I quite like a super crisp. That first taste hit me real well. So initial taste, like compared to last week's first taste of the Coopers.
Yep.
The Great Northern. I don't know, something about. Yeah, something about. I guess the low bitterness or whatever it is. It is very nice.
Is it a low bitterness though? I feel like it's got a little bit of bitter to it.
Oh yeah, maybe the Origi is real bitter. Maybe that's what the. But it's very light. You know, it's not one of those drinks where you're like when you're drinking, it's a bit of a type action.
It's not. It's not heavy. It's not. Yeah, I don't know. It's the taste. I have had a few of these in my time, but I would never. You know what? I don't think I've ever had two in a row, to be honest.
You've never gone back to back?
I don't think it is session. Well, I ain't session on a mid regardless, but also I don't know. I'm not like sitting here really enjoying this, to be honest. So
really, it looks
I'll
like
be ready to get rid of it.
It does look that way because I've almost put mine away because I'm a Froffy monster. You've had 2 sips.
Yeah, I'm done with that. So that's probably an end. I don't really. Something about it's no good for me. So I'm going to give it, and the packaging. No, let me give you the taste.
Yeah,
was it taste first?
Taste first.
So taste out of 25. Foldsy, what you're going to get out of that is, look, it's probably better than your Coopers, but not by much now. I'm thinking. Better out of the bottle.
What do you like?
So I'm going to give it 13.
13. Okay, I actually quite like this. I'm going to go 18.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so 18. And so next is sessionability.
Sessionability, yeah. No, I'm not session out of these at all, taste-wise and obviously mid-wise. Sessionability, you're probably only going to get a 4 from me. 4. Now, I think they're quite good. I think they're very easy to drink. Like, as you can see, you know, I'm absolutely smacking this. It's delicious. But the issue with the sessionability is the mid-strength. That's probably not for some people that means they could probably sesh longer because they could just keep smacking them and not feel. But for people do, yeah, and some people need to have these like
to kind of live
to have a sesh because you know alcohol makes some people a bit silly, a bit crazy and stuff. So sometimes if you're say you're on a granny day or something like that.
Yeah,
or you've got a big day, and some people they want to be there for the longevity. They want to remember the night. They want to get through without punching walls and stuff like that. So I can understand it for that, but shit, I wouldn't be with that taste. No, thank you.
Okay, so for me, I think the only issue for me is the mid strength. I think it's quite sessionable. I'm going to go 20.
All right, that's pretty sessionability. So that's pretty sessionability. Packaging, I hate this.
Branding. You don't like it?
No, I reckon that's boring as. I reckon that's super boring.
Not enough colours, or just
not enough colours. Not drawing me to it. It looks like the beer taste. To be honest, just boring and dull, and it's mid. It's mid strength, I
think the mid strength's thrown him.
The packaging's mid, so you're
not happy with the that little
what's that? The snapper fish.
It must be so.
Let us know in the comments.
From Queensland. Yeah, where's this from?
It's a Northern Territory beer. I'm pretty sure they drink it up there.
I guess compared to the Coopers a bit more fancy, but at least these got they got the. So I don't mind having a little little brand dude there. Like they could use the fish.
I like the idea of the fish because it's you see that's like, is it a swordfish maybe? Do they do a swordfish in Australia? But you're only going to get packaging from me. I reckon that's pretty grim. You're 7 from me.
7. All right. So I'm looking at Coopers. I'm looking at Great Northern. Looking back to Coopers. I think it's a tad better. I'm actually not sure what I went with Cooper's branding.
You think your Cooper's is worse packaging? Look at that colour popping. You got the circle emblem with all the writing in it. It's got
You could change my mind.
It's got the EST, the date of when they were certified and stuff. Shit, and tells you exactly in big bold letters. It's a pale ale. Like this is hard to find this shit.
All right. Well, you've changed my mind.
Don't just get persuaded.
No. I'm gonna go 13. So just straight down the middle. Not the best, not the worst, just right down the middle. You've talked me into that.
Not mad. Well, I'm going to put this aside and drink that.
We got to get the price.
Price.
I'll get the price per. We were doing per slab, weren't we?
Per slab.
So great.
Slab is 24 here in Melbourne, if that's Don't they call them cases and stuff somewhere else?
Oh, probs. Yeah. What's a case? 30 maybe. Or
Case. Well, no, 'cause, I think some places a case is like 30s. Some places a case is just your 24. So I think Northern Territory, they might call it a case. Not sure. Let us know in the comments.
$55. 52 at Liquorland. Where were we?
Dan Murphy's. I was. Let's go Dan's because we'll be able to find most of them at Dan's.
Yeah. Okay.
With a price average, I think. And
yeah.
Dan's
So just
pretty,
hitting that.
pretty nicely
Great
priced.
Northern bottles. Dan
And
Murphy's.
let us know what are you drinking this weekend. What are you having? What do you
We're
know?
talking $48.
48.
Hang on.
There we go.
Give me something.
We don't want a special.
Someone
or
let us
anything
know
like
in the
that.
comments. I can't find it.
Don't stress. We're long form.
Oh yeah, case 24, $46.
40
No, $50.
$50. Okay. What was the Coronas? Do you remember?
$49.95. Yeah, they were up towards 56, 57. So definitely cheaper.
Definitely cheaper, which is fair because you get
they're
the
mids.
less than alcohol content. And they
So
stink.
that bumps them up a bit. So I'm going. That's probably a 22.
Oh, so and then so you're comparing it to price. What it's so 50. Yeah, I guess it's not a bad price, I guess. But
Yeah.
for a mid, you think it'd be even cheaper. So I'm gonna go.
I think
12.
it has to be the same because it's the price.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, so-
well, you fight for that one because if you like.
Well,
that
it
one.
depends. It's a slab. It's cheaper than the other ones. I
Yeah.
know it's
No,
a
take
mid,
that,
but
take that. Take
we'll
it.
just say
We'll give it.
a 20.
We'll
and
give it, and it's out of there.
off we go. And Foldsy's done.
No, we love that. Well, let's see if our boy's ready to call.
We'll give him a go. We'll give him another
Just let me know.
hit.
Okay, we'll try give him a hit. Let's go again.
Because, it's big. Why you do that as well, I've got to check the NFL results because yesterday I've started a sports show on Thursdays.
It has.
We haven't got the name yet, but it'll be a Thursday sports show.
Maybe should I be asking, did you ask people in the comments yesterday for a name?
Well, I did. Once again, when you have one watcher, it's hard to get comments through. But
Did you call in Ben Kroll at all?
No, he was.
He was busy.
He was busy, but he's in for next week.
Loved up.
Kroll, so Benny Kroll's going to be our NHL man. Going to get a basketball guru in there, NFL guru. So we're covering all bases. We'll have McGinney potentially doing the horses, but that could be saved for Fancy Froffy Fridays, I think. So
Yeah, no, I like that. So.
but yeah, I had a bet while he's ringing. I had a bet on the NFL today, and the Jags got up. Nugs 1 and zip. Let's go.
Really?
So I had it plus 1.5 for the Jags. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the New Orleans Saints. I'm pretty sure the game was, and we went plus 1.5. So get me a 1 zip, baby, and get me on next week for Thursday night football for the next bet.
I've said something wrong with your phone there, son. He said the call and then he doesn't pick up. So maybe it could be the way we're trying to rock this, but we'll see how we go. All right. Well, before that, I might be able to get something else up there. I might have to get my display up. Let's get the duck. It's all about the duck.
Yeah, what's going on with the duck?
Duck news. So let's have a look here. So as you can see here, we got duck news. Wayne Cary shocks. You just make sure we're getting that up on the right part of the screen here. Hang on. Are we?
I don't think you're on yet.
Where do we want to be? I think we want. No, we probably. Oh no, because we want it on the screen, don't we? Because otherwise,
I won't be able to see it.
there. Yeah. So let's get duck news. Here we go. We're ducked up.
We're ducked.
Let us know. There we should be good. There we should be good. There. So Wayne Cary's in trouble again. With 2 words.
Yep, we're good.
2 words, and he's brought back. So if you guys remember years ago, let's read this through when this was. Hopefully we can get some timelines here. So Cary, he's 52 now, and he's brought up the old past of that time so Cary was forced to sit out the 2002 season.
Yeah.
And when he had the drama, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is the drama, so I'm not really wording it too well, am I? But it's when Wayne Cary did the dirty and he ploughed Steve-O's missus, yeah?
Yeah.
So Anthony Stevens from North Melbourne. So he's done the ultimate unthinkable, and he's taken down a married woman, and to make it worse, it's one of his, I think at the time, good mates, and also, but, obviously teammates. So split
sure.
North. It definitely in the time it was huge news, and it split North Melbourne apart. So this has been, it's been known drama for a long time.
Sure.
Everyone's always spoken about this crazy stuff. Even last year, I reckon they had like a like a reunion for one of their grannies.
Yep.
And they went to a pub in like Hawthorne or Richmond or something like that. And they got in the punch on, and they were like sprawled out into the streets having a punch on or something like that. Or while they were waiting for a tacker or something like that. And they started fighting again. So they just can't get it together, these two boys. And, you know, Cary's had a few dramas, but we love the Duck. You know, we've met the Duck a few times around the traps. But yeah, he just loves a bit of drama. Obviously, they've cut him off. Was he on Fox Footy?
Yeah, he was
Fox
on Fox
Footy sacked him because he dropped the powder out of his pocket, the headache tablet crushed up situation. That old tactic he's done there. So here we go. Let's read this tweet. So I'll go. You guys can see this hopefully in the
they can see it. We're
awesome. Good. So pretty much Wayne Cary has tweeted, if your club gets a player that plays your position, that should always be used for motivation. Pretty much. So difference between being a good and a great. Absolutely nothing beats hard work. So he's essentially just come out of nowhere and just said, you know, if someone's coming in to take your player to your spot.
So this is about Ginnivan.
It's about Ginnivan, yeah. And you don't talk about it. You just, you know, move on and start play. You play better footy, don't you?
For sure.
And then someone, I don't know who this is, or someone just wrote, "How come you traded clubs?" Right? And then Wayne's taking the bait. I don't know why. If you have got any kind of notoriety as like an influencer or a known person, you don't troll. You don't come back on trolls, do you? Because this is just some rando who's just, you know, whatever.
What's his name? Stuart
Tactics. Statistics. So he's got.
He went fishing.
He went fishing. He got one. He got rain. So Wayne said, "Really?" with the question marks. It's like, and then this bloke's come at Wayne, so he's not happy with Wayne, saying, "Didn't work hard enough?" question mark. And then someone else has come in, bloody Bulldogs, and said he slept with his teammate's wife. Right, a few people are like that, trying to state the facts as why he got traded.
Yeah, that's good.
And then Wayne stupidly has come back on this whole comment thread here and said 3 times. So I don't know. This obviously wasn't new. This probably back in the day. All this was regarding one time or something like that.
Yeah.
So Wayne has just opened up in one tweet. One response, he's just opened up a whole can of worms here again. He's thrown out. Let's see if we can get a photo of. We hate to show her because she's probably been through enough. This poor lady, but they've just brought it up again. You know what I mean? Steve-O and his wife. Not sure if he's with her anymore.
She can't get away from it.
Cannot get away with her. How many years later? 20 plus years, and she's still back in the headlines. Her face is splattered all over this Channel 7 page, and poor Duck has just done it again. Brought these poor people, back into the limelight. So the Duck's in a bit of hot water again.
So people have come. Are they starting to come for him? Is that what's going on now?
They're coming for him. They're like, just come on, please. He always says it's the biggest regret of his life. But you can't be saying it's the biggest regret of your life and then just start throwing out a tweet. Got baited in and then throwing out tweets where you're like, obviously you're looking to get the lols, whatever he's done there.
Goodness.
Yeah, so that's why that's where we're at with Cary.
Yeah, what's happened here?
What's going on?
Well, we had you set up here. We had your whole microphone sorted and a bit of a call sorted as well. And obviously, as we do here at the Polar Opposites, technical difficulties again. So we're just voice again for this week, unfortunately. But considering the way you were just looking there on your balcony, that's probably a good thing.
What do you mean? We were working the guns early. I was ready to rock and roll. And, the world misses out, unfortunately. What's your story there?
Well, we just we thought we won't keep you long. We just thought we'd give you a call. Now we're coming into Spring Carnival. We just want to get a bit of hype from you and just to see if you give us a bit more about what's going on tomorrow. We don't know too much about it over this side. So was the start of the carnival last week, Caulfield, or is it tomorrow? What's the story?
Well, being a carnival man yourself, Joel, and I know Nuggies, he reached out a couple of weeks ago actually asking if he could sneak into the marquee.
Doesn't sound like me.
We offered up a few tickets and he went into hiding. So,
there was tickets. I didn't get a call.
And yourself, Boldy, I mean, you know all about it, that the real carnival kicks off next week with Cox Plate Weekend, the single biggest party weekend of the year.
That's it, Moonee Valley.
Exactly right. But before we rock and roll down to the old stomping ground at the Valley, the punters will be out at Caulfield tomorrow for the first leg of the Cup Stubble, the Caulfield Cup, $5 million race and a ripping field assembled. I know you boys would have done the form. What have you got for us?
Yeah, well...
that's why we got you in here, Joshy.
I was... So I just want to know, though, is the Guineas last week or this week? What's the story?
No. So Caulfield Guineas was last week, and we had the terrific winner. Friends of the show will be thrilled with the winner of the Caulfield Guineas, the mighty Griff.
Yeah, the Griff absolutely dominated. And,
Absolutely.
And the Griff won me a lot of money the other week too at the Valley. So probably the most money
years ago as well.
Yeah, exactly.
There's been a winner for the lads over the years, but no, that was a dominant winner of the Caulfield Guineas last week, and the 3 Group 1s last Saturday, along with the Everest up in Sydney. I'll tell you what, that looks a party. We might have to duck up there next year. But
yeah, what are we doing?
No, so sure. Caulfield rounds out their carnival tomorrow with the Caulfield Cup, a terrific clash. We've got a few internationals coming over, and
really?
The punters are going to be out on course, 25 degrees. Might be worth rolling on out. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not against it. If you can stitch us some tickets, we'd definitely love to be there, you know?
It's funny how the boys going to hide when there's some marquee tickets on offer, a few beers, a few jars, get put on the table, and they sort of go MIA, you know? But,
we love it, and we've been trying to source tickets all day. You know, hopefully one day they'll make a little marquee for ourselves here. You know, so
well, no, God can only hope. But before we move on to bigger and better things for the Cox Plate next weekend, we do have the running of the Caulfield Cup tomorrow. Terrific contest. We've got a few of the internationals that have come over. So there's the English raider West Wind Blows, who was terrific first up, behind Gold Trip in the Turnbull Stakes. Of course, we had Gold Trip, who was a dominant winner of that race. He was the Melbourne Cup winner last year, and he's back bigger, better than ever before. He's going to run your favourite tomorrow around that sort of $6 mark. The only query around Gold Trip is whether or not the track is too firm, you know. If you the boys don't like it too hot.
Really?
You know? So just watch his space, whether or not they scratch, and wait for the Cox Plate next week. But he was terrific in this race last year when he ran second, and he's the one that they need to beat. But the one that I don't mind myself is lightly raced international, who's been over in Australia for about 12 months now.
Yep.
Horse by the name of Solcombe.
Yeah, love it.
He's at the 3 runs this campaign.
He's ready to rock and roll.
What's that paying, we reckon? Just for
we're about sort of $6.50, $7.
Yeah, that's my kind of range. I like to, splash on a bit of that.
Speak to me.
Absolutely. Right in the market. He meets Gold Trip a lot better at the weights, and he's been crying out for this distance. So, look, he might be, his number one target might be the first Tuesday in November on Cup Day, but he can pick this up along the way, and I'm expecting him to run a cracker of a race. Behind him is the Japanese. Now they don't come out here for a holiday. They're ready to fire, and they brought one called Break Up. It might be an omen for all the lads out there on the eve of Spring Carnival. If you don't back a winner, or if you don't put the brownie points in this weekend, and I know many of our mates have been putting far too many brownie points in with weekends in with their doubles.
Exactly right.
But Break Up is the big danger tomorrow for the Japanese. So it's we love it. It's a terrific day, but. No,
yeah, that's all right. Well, yeah, we're looking forward to it, and the Cup starts, as you said. For us anyway, us Valley locals, it starts next week for us. But we'll definitely be getting you in next week on the make sure that it's all sorted and set up, because that's what people are going to be looking for. They're going to be looking for the big pump up for that Cox Plate. You know what I mean?
We might have to come in studio and get the old Manicato kit ready for Friday night.
Ooh.
If you ain't wearing your watermelon shirt and your white tie that you wear as a groomsman, then it ain't it, is it?
That's exactly right. I'd be lucky to fit into some of that stuff this year. Unfortunately, I've got a big week ahead of me of salads next week to get back into that. So
yeah, well, just make sure you got that membership sorted. And Nug, we're expecting you there with bells on next week. So
yeah, don't you worry. We've you know what? Just hopefully no one from Moonee Valley is watching, but we have sorted out a few young members tickets with a few fake IDs here and there, so we should be sorted.
Our friends at Moonee Valley will be thrilled to know that you'll be in attendance nonetheless. So we look forward to it. It's going to be a cracker, and
yeah, we'll speak to you next week. And thanks for the call in. You've done well, and if you see any tickets laying around for tomorrow, just let the lads know. How we go.
we'll be sure to give you a wide berth. But no, good luck, and as always, all the very best.
All the best.
That's
Enjoy
good
yourself.
stuff. Thanks for coming on. That's good work. Josh McGuinness.
Yeah, that's it. Technical difficulties. Our bloke, he said we're all set up, ready to roll, and of course,
those sort of things happen.
we can blame that on Josh's side. So our bloke who sets us up, not too bad form.
No, for sure.
That could
but
be
I
Josh.
think, Fold, do you mind grabbing the Melbourne Bitter? Have a think of your Foldsy's fed up because that's ready to go. But what we're getting into, the best segment on Fancy Froffy Friday, the best segment on the Polar Opposites podcast. We've got Gone Fishing. So if you don't know, on Monday, we went fishing. So what happens is Foldsy and I say just a ridiculous statement that everyone knows is going to be wrong. On Monday, mine was the MCG is the biggest stadium in the world that could hide the most capacity. That one, we didn't get too many bites. We had one guy call up, cheers to the Melbourne Bitter.
Bitter's on. We
Bitter's
love
on.
it. And already, look at the packaging on that. Looks like you're back in the 70s somewhere. Just
It is good
at a
packaging. I'll
pub
give it
with your
that.
mates.
The M
Boom, look at
sticks
that.
out. So I'll have
Give me a sip of that. Oh my God, that's good.
Okay.
Shit, that hits home. It's like,
Not bad.
that'll just put some chest hairs on your chest and just.
Yeah, it is like that. I don't know.
Ooh.
But
That's a man's drink, not a boy's drink. It's a man's drink.
so we went fishing, and so the MCG 100, over 160,000, blah blah blah. We didn't get too many bites for that one. We just had one guy just asked a question, got back to him. Wasn't much fishing going on.
No bites. You
But
threw
then-
the cast and they did
Yeah,
deny
that
you.
wasn't my best. So we're gonna go again. But then
So
Foldsy,
you've come up with this segment and you've started us off. He's thrown the bait in
Hey,
and
just-
he's got no swimmers towards it.
it's an algorithm. You go,
Nah, that's
don't
it.
blame me, blame the algorithm.
That's true. Give you that. Yeah, we'll give you that.
So then Foldsy has come out, and what was your one last week? It was
So I said that Blink-182 was the biggest, best-selling artist. I'm loose already. Artist of all time.
the biggest album.
I'm dying.
the
So
biggest-
that essentially Blink-182 had sold the most records out of any rock band of all time. And then I said it was 1 billion.
1 billion. So,
Beating Elvis and beating Led Zeppelin and such.
so we got a few. Obviously, if you want to follow us on the socials, it's TikTok, it's YouTube, it's Instagram, Facebook, that sort of thing. So YouTube, this is the most comments we've ever had on our video.
That's
We had
it. This
4
is
or
why
5 comments.
this is why we're doing it, to show you that the trolls, they just love it.
That's it. It's hilarious. So, and what we're going to do once live on the pod, I'm going to hit them with the fishing emoji live on the pod. So, what we want to do, if anyone ever watches and you want to get involved, if we feel like we've caught someone, we want us as the audience, as the community,
To throw it out
jump in
together.
and just hit them with the emoji, and we'll get the emoji ready for them next week.
Well, you're allowed to do that. I think that's a kind of we'll give it a go when we're still low, but hopefully one day. I don't think you're allowed to. You're not allowed to send your audience to promote hate on social media. That actually is a thing, but
It's
for
not
now-
hate, it's just a fishing rod. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that.
We're fishing. So what we're going to do, I'm going to comment on these now, but what the first one was.
That's it. Send it. Yeah, you to tell them, and then we send the fish. You tell them, we'll fish it.
So, love, this guy responded, Reese Milanovic. Love Blink, but this is rubbish. Where do you get your figures from? Question mark.
Good call. Good. And that, you know what? That's
Not
not
too
bad.
bad. That's not too bad.
That's just getting in a part of the conversation, which we love.
sure.
You know, he's not angry. He's just saying, where do you get your info from? It's a bit suspect. Yeah,
For sure.
As a Blink fan, he's a bit sus on it. And you know what? Good comment.
Not the worst one.
Love it.
Just straight up wrong.
This is someone else.
Yeah, this is Big Mustard. Just straight up wrong. 1 billion records. Ha 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 ha. A lot of ha ha ha's.
Yeah.
So what did we do to him? Get the rod out. Yeah, we got him.
Take it in there. Bite
But
it
then
up.
I think the best one, and probably the hardest bite or the biggest fish we caught was Hazza.
What's
At
Hazza?
Hazza. Probably time to pack it in and focus on your day jobs. Hazza, cop some of this, my man. Yeah.
Unfortunately, if you see these 3 subscribers, this is our day job.
That's
once we
great.
get up to 5 5 daily listens,
for
daily
sure.
views, whatever it is. This is our day job now. So we've quit everything. Our whole life is this. So give us a like and subscribe if I could speak, but the beers aren't helping.
What's happened to your speech has gone downhill.
Yeah, the beers get me, you know.
And then there was two on Facey that I want to hit as well. Michael Sebo has said,
Sebo.
I suggest doing your research again.
And that's not bad. See, that's a nice comment. That's like he's trying to help us out.
Do you reckon? I don't know.
I think so.
I'm going to hit him with a fish.
Oh yeah, get him with a fish, but yeah.
I'm hitting him with the fishing
I think
rod.
you got to hit him with a fish. That's fair, but I think that's considering that's a pretty nice comment considering what tripe goes on these social media.
It's not too bad. And then Liam Marr just said, nah. So not too bad. They both got hit with the fish though, the fishing rod.
That's it.
And
no context. That's all. We don't have to do anything else. Just the fishing rod. Just context.
So we got a few bites.
Because you know what happened? One day they'll come over to the pod. They'll become a fan. They'll subscribe, and then they'll be a part of it too. So they know how it works.
So all it is just a fishing rod. Not hate.
We love it. So you want us to throw one out again so we can catch some more fishies?
We're throwing out the line. So you want to start? So if you want me to hit
Hang
up
on.
first?
Let me see if I can get a little fish PNG just to slide across.
We're throwing up the fish. We're throwing up the rod. It is I think my favourite new segment. I'm actually loving it.
Let's have a look here.
So
you hit one and I'll throw it over the top.
Melbourne Bitter. It's a lot stronger tasted than the.
He doesn't
Super
like
Crisp.
the manly drinks. This is going to be a big point of contention for the.
Doesn't like
He likes the ones that taste like water and go down too easy.
This is it does it. So
This has got history to it. That's tastes like history.
all right, let me get into character here.
Okay.
Did you know that Carlton Dry was voted the worst Australian beer of all time? Did you know that?
Hang on, I've got to concentrate.
What's he doing?
I just want to get this emoji up over the top. I think
good
it'd be
to
nice
see.
to get this guy.
Yeah, that's good.
So if I can get that guy up, please take the background away for me. That's what a PNG does.
Yeah. Hang on.
There we go.
This is live on the Foley's doing some work live. This is good stuff. But yeah, we're running at 4:57 already.
Oh shit, we got to get rolling, don't we?
We're going to miss a few of the segments today, but that's okay. We'll keep them for the next one. What have we even talked about today?
Nah, not much, but that's what it's about Friday. It's about beers, and here we go.
This is what we call gone fishing.
We hang it into the. We'll put it into the little cup here. Hang on.
This is good stuff.
All right, so you.
Fling her across. There we go. We've got the new. We're going fishing. We are going fishing. Now, did you know that Carlton Dry was voted the worst beer in Australia of all time?
Really?
So the most amount of people hate Carlton Dry.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's one of the worst beers of all time.
Trash.
I agree. So definitely the worst beer of all time.
Yeah, I agree, and that makes sense. That's good stats because, I would put that in the worst beer category too. So Australia knows.
That's it. So that's just I'm just going fishing. Quick in and out.
That was quick in and out. Are we going to be able to put a TikTok up? There was 20 seconds, but I think that was longer than that. That was about 40.
Yeah, probably need a bit of combo about it. Yeah,
that's all right. Well, I'll put one in then. I'll say off the top of my head, we know how the research gets over here. I'm going to go. Now, did you know, talking about Wayne Cary and, obviously the new controversies that have popped up, I was just doing a bit of, a little bit of Googling about Cary. Did you know, I didn't even know this, that he's kicked the most goals in the AFL of all time.
Oh,
did not know that. I thought, you might get your Pluggers or your Buddy Franklins or, your Lewis Robert Thompsons or something like that. But you've got Wayne Cary.
The Duck.
Wayne, the Duck Cary, most goals of all time. See ya Ablett, see ya this, see ya that, see ya what. It's the Duck, Wayne Cary.
Number
not
one.
only is he doing stuff to his mates, misses and all this, he's kicking bags of goals and the most.
Number one.
And I'm not talking about the bags that are falling out of his pocket with the headache, medicine in the casino. I'm talking about sausage rolls through the sticks, most of all time.
That's great, because I didn't realise that, but it makes sense. Yeah, they call him the GOAT, so that sort of stuff. So it makes sense.
I'm going to answer this call. You
the
just
most
go
number
that.
one. So there it is. Number one goal. We've just gone fishing. Folesy's gone answering calls. It's all happening on Fancy Froffy Friday. But yeah, so moving on to just so you know, so on Thursdays, so Tuesdays now, obviously we got the Monday midweek. Monday's our weekend warriors. Wednesdays, our midweek mayhem. Fridays, our fancy Froffy Fridays. Tuesday, we're going to have a all music session with you.
Oh.
You like back to making tunes, calling the rockers in, maybe doing some collabs or something. I don't even know what you're going to do, but whatever you're doing. And then Thursdays is going to be all sports. It'll be me. I'll be calling in the sports crew, and it's all going to be happening. So I think is this.
Well, can I give you a quick thing, just so we can. What do you think? Can I give you a quick guess who?
Guess the FU. Then we'll do our quick session. We have to rate, and then we'll get going.
Oh, no, let's just do that. You know what I mean? We've done a lot of different games this week. We'll keep it for next week.
Sweet.
Let's just get a bit of a sessionability here. I'm going to say straight away, having one more taste. That is unreal. You give me that or Corona. They have to be the two best beers of all time.
Do you reckon?
I'm putting that as, what did I have Corona, 24?
Oh, yeah. You don't.
25! Perfect score. Right down the line here. Have a look. Someone give me a sponsor here. The best beer of all time. 25. There is no better.
Can't see it. You're in bad light.
There we go. 25 out of 25, baby. The best tasting beer of all time. Doesn't matter where you are in the world.
You know, to me, there's something there's a harsh aftertaste to it.
There is no aftertaste when you knock about 25 of them.
It's not bad. I'm going to go.
When you crack these, you don't put these down until the end of the night until you've hit the pillow. I'm telling you. There is no aftertaste until the kernel the next morning.
He's riding hard for his Melbourne bitters. For me, not my favourite. I'm going to go 16.
Really?
Yeah, there's something about that. There's a bit, I don't know. Maybe I am a bit of a lightweight and just want the watered down Froffies.
Yeah,
maybe
you're a
that's
watered
what
down
it is.
Froffy kind of guy by the looks of it. You are. Someone give him a 4X Summer from Queensland. That little water juice.
That'll be involved in the.
That is a nice beer though. Yeah.
No, don't you're throwing your bias out. So what did I say? 16.
Yep.
And you went 25. Sessionability.
He's going to hit it again.
Unbelievable.
That's going to have to be 25. Sessionability.
No.
There's something about these and Coronas as well that you just keep drinking them. They're not heavy, you know, like I like a VB, but VB is heavy. It has got that heavy taste and it gives you a monstrous headache, I reckon, the VB. But this, mother's milk, baby, this is unbelievable. I'm not going to say 28 in a session because they come after me. So I'm going to play it safe. 24 on a Saturday, any day. We love it.
Yeah, so for me, again, this wouldn't be the drink I'd choose if I was having lots of Froffies. So I'm going 16 again. Just a solid 16 every time.
I'd hate to give you. You know what? It might be the end of the podcast when he drinks a VB. He might perish.
This could be the polar.
The VB might perish here.
This is the biggest polar opposites controversy of all time. It's finally two brothers with different opinions. Finally,
that's
Come
it. We got there. But
branding's elite.
I love it. Something about it. It's distinct. You know it as soon as you look at it, and it just looks like Australia, don't you think? It just looks like. Look at the history of this. Think about the people dating back to Paul Hogan and that who would have knocked the hell out of these back in the day. This is just 70s. It looks like you're back in the old days. That's it. The Croc Hunter. What's his name?
Let's throw him a DM. Let's celeb a DM.
Yeah, we'll get him a DM. But I love this. I love the maroon with the golden strip, and I love just the big M. You know what it is. So for me, down the line, it's 25. That is 25. I love that.
You know what it is about it? It's so clean and crisp. Everything's just so like it just pops.
It
like
does,
you compared, you are right compared to the Great Northern, because that's what we're doing here. We're comparing the drinks.
You're right.
It just pops. That M.
It's nice.
It's the white, the red, the blue, and the gold.
It's the M.
Those colours really go together, don't they?
And they're not supposed to. It's kind of like almost like a local footy team's jersey kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like not supposed to go together, but it just looks so.
I'm going to go 24 just because I want to leave someone
something better.
In case if something better comes along. But 24 for me is going to be the marker.
No, we love that. That's great.
And price. Do you know here we go. Old 24 in a day, big fella. What's the price of a slab? Well, you should know this.
We did get a slab for grand final day the other week. We got the slab Melbournes. I made Fraser buy them. Big Balls. We were with Big Balls and he bought them. So he had to fork the ATM card over. So I'm not sure what it came to. But as a guess, I'm going to say 56 as a guess.
All right.
That's kind of what the Corona was, wasn't it? Around 50.
Yeah, they were the exact same. Are we talking?
No, I'm going to say 58.
Do you want can or do you want beer? Sorry, you want can or do you want what's better with the Melbourne bitter?
I go with the can because we're drinking the can. So.
Okay, yeah.
And you know what? There's something about the can too. Usually I'm not a can man. Like I can drink a can if it's cold and stuff like that, and I can, you keep smashing them, but I'd rather a bottle.
Yeah.
But the Melbourne Bitter cans, I don't know, maybe it almost tastes better out of a can.
Yeah.
It's delicious. So, yeah, I'm going to say can 58. Too high.
It's annoying that that's right on the money.
Is it?
$57.99, which is $58. That's so annoying. The big 24 drinkers done it.
Are people still doing dabs?
Don't dabble.
Let us know on TikTok. Are we still dabbing?
All right, so 50. What was I say? 58. It's a little bit higher than the Corona. So
Yeah,
let's go.
you know what it is? It is because, and I hate to say it, and this is no offense to anyone, but the hipsters, the hipsters around town, they came over the top like Bone Crusher and said, hey, we're taking Melbourne Bitter on and we're going to start using Melbourne Bitter as our little hipster beer. So we love the hipsters and we're all for it. But they kind of, they unfortunately, they brought the price up, you know what I mean? Now when you go to Brunswick and stuff like that, you go to all the pubs, as good as it is having Melbourne Bitter everywhere, they've brought up the price.
For sure. So that $2 increase is going to cost them a point. So that the price is going to be 16.
Yep.
Because Corona was 17. That was 55, wasn't it? Or 56.
Yeah, love it.
So, yeah, that makes sense.
Love it.
So, there it is. So, obviously, Great Northern versus Melbourne Bitter to finish off, to round out the show.
That's it.
We've gone, for me, it was Melbourne Bitter definitely won today's program. We'll chop it up. Melbourne Bitter gets the chockies. Great Northern, unfortunately, got to go. If you come for anyone, come for him, because he came in here with a biased attitude towards Melbourne Bitter. He was look at it.
We love Melbourne Bitter.
I don't think he came in with a fair attitude.
No, it tastes just as good as I know it. They don't change the products. They just very delicious. So, what do you reckon? Is that going to do us? We'll probably get moving.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We get the hell out of here.
We got to go.
We'll catch you on the flip side.
You.
Like and sub. We love it. Let us know in the comments what you're doing this weekend, and we'll catch you out on the town.
Yeah, boo.